is Lucinda A. Brownlee, and I'm a fine and graphic artist. I've been painting since I was 6 years old, and we have a small studio here, and we do custom paint jobs on mostly automotive, motorcycles, cars, trucks, things like that.
You'll be the queen of my highway, my motorcycle mama. We'll see the world from my highway.
I'm a transplant from California. I love it here in Decatur. I started out at Walt Disney School of Art, which is CalArts in Valencia, California. I've always been a painter, so I've always done airbrush, watercolors, oils. But a lot of people will ask you, hey, will you tattoo me? Hey, will you paint my car? And one thing led to another, and I tackled it, and then Dan joined me, and that really launched the automotive painting, the motorcycles and the cars in a big way.
When I started painting about 35 years ago, I produced a lot of good paint jobs, but they always lacked something. And when I came up with the idea of incorporating artwork in it, into the paint jobs, I needed to find an artist. So I met up with Lucy and suggested the idea to her that we team together, and she'd take care of all the artwork and all the airbrushing, and I'll take care of all the painting and the clears and the colors, and that's how we started out. Motorcycle people are very special people. They'll spend a lot of money on their bike when they buy it because they don't want it to look like everybody else's bike. Once you've chromed them and once you've bought everything that you can put on them to make it your own, then you start realizing it still resembles everybody else's because of the paint job.
It happens when someone comes to us and wants to have something painted. We sit down, we have a couple gab sessions, we sketch a few things out, and pretty much the best way for me to work is if the customer trusts me and gives me an outline of what they want and tells me what colors they like, what style of artwork they like, and then lets me use my creativity to design something for them.
I love flames on a car. It just really makes them stand out. I bought the car about 3 months ago. I wanted it to be my own, a car that people recognized as my car, and that's why I'm having it changed. We went to Lucy and we loved the way that she was thinking, and she's doing a marvelous job.
When I start with the design, it's just a pencil sketch, rough sketch on a piece of paper, and that makes a nice image for me to be able to scan on the computer. I take them into a piece of software that traces them and makes line art out of them that the plotter can cut. And the material that I have loaded on here is a mask that's made specifically for the painting industry. It's solvent impervious, which means that the glue that's on the back of it won't turn to putty and goo all over my paint job once I start to paint with a urethane or a lacquer-based paint. His little face. The mask is really meant as a rough outline for doing the artwork. The real work comes in blending it and making it look lifelike in the right colors. There's no gauging typically what each job will take because jobs can vary in preparation time. This car that's behind me right now has over 40 man-hours just in taping, masking, and sanding in preparation for adding the artwork before paint was ever even mixed. A lot of people that come to us really love a certain image or idea. They may love a musical group, or they may love a musician, or it could be a TV show or a character from cartoons, and they want that reproduced on their car, truck, motorcycle. And usually they're huge enthusiasts.
This is the REO Speedwagon bug. This bug was created because I'm a huge fan of REO Speedwagon. REO Speedwagon was from Champaign. You know, Central Illinois people grew up on REO Speedwagon. My husband had this painted for me for my birthday. And my whole intent of the reason of getting the bug was to have that around that emblem.
And I'm gonna keep
this is, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. And then on the front, it was just a plain compass, and Lucy came up with the idea we needed the band on the car someplace. So she took photographs that I'd taken at previous concerts, taped them to the hood, and hand painted them on.
The most challenging artwork that I do is definitely people.
Well, this guy come from Iowa and he wanted a dragon on his. And a portrait of his wife. Could we get his wife in there somehow? So Lucy comes up with the idea of having this guy's wife riding the dragon and in control of the dragon as though it was like a horse. And she's hanging on the reins onto this dragon, and this dragon's flying through the sky, and the guy just fell out. Just fell out.
It's not that I want to be a showboat or anything, you know. I just love the car, and I love for people to enjoy cars.
It's just like tattoos. This is who you are. Tattoos let everybody know what you like and how you feel about things. Well, this is one of the things that I like the most, is REO Speedwagon. So, my husband's just let me do it. Fed my addiction.
I don't have a personal preference for the kind of job that I do. I like everything that we do. Everything that a person comes to me and asks me to do is a new challenge.